money ain't stopping, so I ain't easy. Boy, gotta feed. Got drank by the lead. In the grill, I'ma lead. The money ain't stopping, so I ain't easy. The money ain't stopping, so I ain't easy. Hot boy gotta feed. Got drank by the lead. In the grill, I'ma lead. The money ain't stopping, so I ain't easy.
Yo.
The money ain't stopping, so I ain't easy. Hot boy gotta feed. Got drank by the lead. In the grill, I'ma lead. The money ain't stopping, so I ain't easy.
What up?
The money ain't stopping, so I ain't easy. Hot boy gotta feed. Got drank by the lead. In the grill, I'ma lead. The money ain't stopping, so I ain't easy.
What up? Gang in this. Yeah, what up, gang? Let me switch the vibe real quick. We don't got no chat over here. Cam up only. What up, gang? Yeah, your boy is back. What's going on in the chat? Let me put the chat over here. Alright, we'll leave it right here because chat don't want to be over there. What's good, gang? If you are in the building, share the live, man. Share the live. Let's get this live up, man. This is the BU Q&A, man. Breeder University. Listen, if you haven't been tuned in, that's what we on. Breeder University, where you can stop your one-stop shop. Miller! Your one-stop shop for breeding, growing, and content creation. Yeah, let's run it up, man. Let's get the lives up, man. Roster, man, what up? Goldbeard in the building. Observer, what up? Panero, one of the first in the building. John Lindsay, always one of the first in the building, man. Much love, John. Y'all been missing me on the QCE the podcast. Hopefully 703 and his co-host been holding it down. I heard they've been doing a good job. How's my mic? I'm using my webcam, so don't expect too much quality. Just coming fresh off of vacation. Epic road trip. Me and the fiance, we went on a road trip for her birthday. We shot up the Black Hawk Mountain in PA. Then we shot all the way down to Orlando. Had a blast, man. Just got back. And we had an epic road trip. Much well-needed vacation. Yeah, Justin, all good, man. Join Breeder University, man. We'll get you through it, man, step by step. You definitely want to have a good foundation of support and education when you start your breeding journey. Excuse me, I felt like I was tilted. Yeah. So Breeder University, man, Q&A. If you got questions, make sure you run them up in the chat, dude. Make sure you run it up in the chat. And before we really get started, before we really get going, make sure y'all roll up. And we're going to go to a quick commercial break, man. A quick commercial break. Y'all go ahead and roll up, man. Yeah. We're going on a quick commercial break. You feel me? man. Thank you. Cliff Rivers Valleys. Much love, man. Thank you for your support. That's what's up, Dr. Wubbs. Yeah, pre-orders finally. Pre-orders have hit. Thank you for your patience. You know, it was a lot of work. I'm a one-man operation, dude. So when we doing T-shirts and all of this stuff, it does become a lot, man. So I was delayed, but everybody is out. Thankfully, we got a couple people left on Team Zaza that still need packages. We got a couple, but a couple of Team Zaza went through the website to pre-order. So they kind of went through the standard process like regular customers, and they was able to get theirs first along with everybody else. So that was pretty smart. Now, Team Zaza will be getting their packages out this week. Yeah, man, listen. We want to make sure that if you are a potential breeder, you looking to be an aspiring breeder, then join Breeder University, man. We have a instructor meeting tomorrow. All my instructors, we got some pretty, pretty good instructors that I think people will be excited to hear once we announce them. But all my instructors are getting together tomorrow. We will be handing out, orientation. They receive orientation handouts in order to get their curriculum started. We'll be starting to build the curriculum this week, Thursday. I believe I'm going to start on the curriculum, so I'm excited for that. Oh, John, you went to GGC Cup. Much love, man. That's awesome. Hope you had a good time, Brody. Having a dedicated room for my males will be a must once I move. I need that pollen. Cav Snake Oil told me to start watching you for advice, to be honest with you. Much love to Cav's Snake Oil, man. Much love. Thank you, Dr. Wubbs. Packaging was so freaking awesome. I geeked out over all of the goodies. Haha, the seed case is fire. Thank you, man. Pondra, my sister. Yeah, I definitely worked hard to, send you guys something special for your pre-orders. And, yeah. Now, all of those stuff is gone. All of that stuff, those cute, cool packaging, all gone, man. It was limited supply, only for pre-orders. So, packaging will go back to normal for all sales moving forward. Yeah, man. I'm glad y'all liked it, man. I definitely worked hard on that packaging. Try to bring you something cool, creative. What the syllabus look like? Well, that depends on which class you're signing up for. Your syllabus, you won't know your syllabus until you'll get your syllabus during orientation, student orientation. Student orientation will include your instructors as well, so we'll announce all your instructors. You'll get to meet them, be a meet and greet, and you'll get your welcome package with your schedule and your syllabus and your your welcome package. So if you haven't applied for Breeder University, you still got a lot of time. There's no rush. Instructors will be getting together for the first time tomorrow night. And right now we're focusing on building the curriculum for the instructors. It's going to be a personalized curriculum that I'll be building. So we'll have it'll be based on a handout that I provide them tomorrow. They'll answer some questions, give me some information, and then we'll build a curriculum. And within the next couple weeks, we should be announcing student orientation. So if you haven't got your application in, man, make sure you apply. I should probably put the link somewhere here for you guys to apply. Let's see. Alright, here we go. Make sure one of the mods pin that if you can. Can I pin it myself? I can pin it. There you go. Alright, that comment is pinned, or at least it should be, at the top there. So if you have not applied to Breeder University to become a grower, if you want to learn growing or breeding or content creation, we're going to have some of the best instructors from around the world to help you achieve that goal. There'll be 3 tiers of, signable through Patreon. So I believe it's $15 path, $30, and $75. So shout out to all of the new visitors on the website. Much love to y'all, man. Website is booming. I guess everybody going to visit so you can apply. Make sure you apply. Apply to Breeder University, man. We're building a curriculum now. Grower, cultivation. We got some surprise instructors. And this is a Q&A. So if you got your questions, if you got any questions about Breeder University, make sure you apply now. Stop. And this is a Q&A, so any questions that you may have, let us know, man. Let me start a Q&A here. Make sure you share the live, man. Share the live. I need AP Bio. I already know how to pollen check. You want to learn biology? Yeah, you'll learn a lot of reproduction in breeding 101. You'll learn a lot about reproduction and eventually some advanced levels. It'll all be self-paced based on your where you are. You know, it's going to be a customized sort of curriculum. But most of your breeding classes will be with me and a couple other breeders and student breeders that we have on the team. Dabs, what up? So, let me see if I can. BU ask away Q and A. And there we go. All right, man. The Q&A is up and it's live. Why does it look like we frozen on this end? Let's see. No, we're not frozen. All right, cool. Q&A is up. Yeah. Oh, it's paused. That's why. All right, cool, gang. Share the live, man. We got 25 in here. Let's get 50 people in here. Y'all know what time it is, man. Now, ask away. If you got questions about Breeder University, this is your time to get the questions out. If you haven't signed up, This is your time to apply. If you want to be an instructor, join the application now. My instructors will be meeting tomorrow. The deadline for... Yo, stop. The deadline for instructors is tomorrow. So if you haven't applied for an instructor position, if you want to be a grow instructor, want to teach people to grow, you want to learn to just be a teacher. That's what the goal is to get students to become teachers. So we got students that'll be learning to be learning to be educators, right? We got content creation, breeding, and growing as the primary focus on curriculum. So it's gonna be fun, man. Could growing mushrooms? Oh, mycology. Thank you for reminding me, Reginald. Mycology is also a part of the curriculum. He said, question, could growing mushrooms alongside the plants during breeding trigger something in the results? I'm not sure what you mean trigger something. Trigger something and what results? The plant or the mushroom? Either way, when you're dealing with mycology, the only thing you need to be concerned about is contamination and knowing what you're doing. As long as you know what you're doing and you have a sterile environment, doesn't matter. You'll be successful. And no sort of plant pollen can affect anything going on with mycelium, and mycelium won't affect anything going on with your plant pollen. That's a good one too, because it's funny. One of my instructors for mycology, you guys have met him. I'm not going to reveal him yet, but you have met him. He practices with plants and mycelium together in the same area as well. No, nothing bad will happen. Nothing will change or take effect. And like I said, one of my instructors for mycology practices that exact way with the plants and the mycelium in the same space. Molotov back or the shorts, y'all know what time it is. Molotov back shorts, y'all know what time it is. Yeah, there's ads for non-member YouTube rules. Well, powdery mildew comes from moisture buildup. So it depends on how close you're talking, right? You're not gonna germinate seeds inside of a damn bin, right? A mushroom bin. Like, wouldn't make sense. Maybe in the same tent. I don't know. It just depends on your setup. But it's possible, yeah. And it's possible for sure. Yeah, shout out to the monetized weed channel. Y'all like the ads? I can hit you with another one. Like the other one. Shout out to y'all, man. Smoke break! Smoke break! Much love, man. Shout out to the chat. This is the Breeder University Q&A, man. If you got any questions, this is the time to get them out. If you need to, apply, get up. If you need to apply, pardon me, get it done right now, man. Especially if you want to be a breeder, grower. Yeah, man. Shout out to Herb Nerd TV. It's a huge reason why content creation is a part of Breeder University. Because who else better to teach you how to be a content creator besides one of the first ever monetized? You want to do it right, you better do it the right way. You better do it the right way if you want to do it right. Pardon me while I get on these dogs, man. Yeah. Once again, Ty. So the curriculum will be based on your request, right? Whatever path you chose, right? Did you choose to enter Breeder University to learn cultivation, breeding, or content creation? Your curriculum, I start building it tomorrow because we meet with all the instructors tomorrow. Tomorrow we have a meeting with the instructors, a meet and greet. If you are an instructor and you were selected, right? If your application was approved today and tonight, you will receive, or you would have already received, some people already received them, an invitation, a personal invitation from me for tomorrow's instructor meet and greet, where we will, you'll get a handout, you'll answer some questions in order to help me build your curriculum. And then once I have all that information in from all my instructors, which will be tomorrow night, we can start working on your actual curriculum based on student needs, right? It's going to be customized based on the student needs. And so I'm excited, man. I think everybody is excited. So if I were to breed an old strain and make it better and perform an outcross to get F1, should you then back cross to the old strain to try to get the most out of the old traits? All right, it says, so if I were to breed an old strain and make it better and perform an outcross to get F1, should you then back cross back? It depends. It could be a useful path for you to take. It just depends on what you're trying to accomplish. If that original strain that you have access to has some traits that you really need, and they have most the traits that you're looking for, then yes. But if the outcross is more beneficial, then you may want to maintain more diversity and continuing to help enhance the strain and make it better, right? It just depends. You can go both ways in some cases if you want to. Similar to what we do, line breeding, right? Line breeding is when we are breeding specifically based on a particular elite specimen, or for instance, for example, Dead Ops OG is our line foundation. So we line breed based off Dead Ops OG. Dead Ops is the award winner. He's the champion. He won all of the first places and all that stuff. So we think about Goldbeard Genetics, Dead Ops times Valley of the Sun. These outcrosses are based on Dead Ops. White Pirate, all of these new strains that are coming out in the near future are based on Dead Ops. So it's a line bred foundation. We do a lot of line breeding. We focus clearly on line breeding. It gives us the ability to make new strains without pollen chucking and also make new strains that we know have good foundation genetics and no undesirable traits. All stars. So, hope that answered your question. Best week of flower for pollination, early or mid flower? Early. Go early, John. Gotta go early. And you have a small window of time. It's not this huge window of time as you may think. So definitely go early. The earlier the better. Typically, as soon as you are able to identify sexual maturity, I would say go for it. What tool in our toolbox should we use to breed with an old strain and give it back some pep and try to keep most traits, create F1 and backcross syndrome? Alex, so I think I answered it, but you're on the right track, Alex. You're on the right track with that. I think what you are referring to is a transgression backcross. We will perform a transgression backcross in some cases if that old strain is our elite line, if it's the line that we want to pretty much create, enhance, but create a new population without really changing too much from the original, right? We want to keep all of the same, and then maybe there's one or two traits, one in particular that we want to pull from an outcross, then we can do that. We can pull from the outcross without losing any of the original traits, but that's a transgression backcross. It takes a series of backcrosses in order to do it. But yeah, no, you're down the right path. You would initially perform an outcross and then a series of repeat crosses to the elite parent, back to the elite parent from the donor line, in order to push all the donor genes out and continue to maintain genes of the elite line, which is the old line. Yes, Molotov Mac is reg. We will have the films available soon in a box set, limited edition box set, which we dropping multiple new strains as well as different versions of some current strains. Thad, my brother Thad in the building. What week? Tell them the week or time frame. It depends. How can I tell them the week on a plan I don't know? Y'all be thinking this shit is like 1, 2, 3. It's not like that, bro. So no, if I don't know this strain and I don't know the circumstances, why don't you tell me everything that's going on in your tent, and then I can answer your question better. But Herb TV, you can't just give me a generalized question and expect me to give you an exact answer. It don't work like that. So no, I'm not going to give them a weekly time frame because I don't know what strain it is. Stop acting like everything is so general. It's not. Everything is specific to strains, bro. Everything. Everything is specific. All strains are different. We're dealing with genetics. We're dealing with genotypes and phenotypes. You got thousands and millions of different outcomes and possibilities. It depends on the strain, bro. Breeding University, Miller, get the application. Come to be a instructor at Breeding University. You definitely more than capable of teaching this stuff, man. You feel me? Does that make sense now? Everything is dependent on the strain, man. You won't get exact answers with generalized questions. You can't expect for me to answer a question if you say, yo, should I cross this and this and take it to F3? I don't know. It depends. You gotta know. Make S1 and back cross 3 times the cubit. It depends. That's what I'm saying. It depends. I don't know. It depends on what you're trying to do. Like, these questions are very general. They won't be specific until you know your desired outcome. You have to know what you want to do in order to get it done. I can't tell you if it's the right thing to do if you don't even know what you're trying to do first. Right? In order for me to say, yo, yeah, that's a good idea, I would need to know the idea first. Why are you wanting to perform a transgression back cross? What is it that you need to accomplish? And on top of that, once you do understand that, what do we need to do to get there? Because I don't know. Once you go three might be enough. Once you go 4, it still may not be enough. It depends on what you're trying to do. But making an S1 and back crossing it 3 times, I don't know. It just depends. It could be an F1, it could be an S1, it could be 10 times, it could be 6 times. It could be no back cross. I don't know. It just depends on what you're trying to accomplish. How big of a space is needed to breed? Good question, Alex. Not much at all. It doesn't take a big space in order to learn how to breed, right? Remember, you are students that are looking to learn how to do this over a series of time, over years. You're learning how to do this. So it doesn't take a large space. 2x4 is, I would recommend to start with a 2x4. My main recommendation would be to have multiple spaces if you can. If you got 2 2x4s or 1 2x2 or 2 2x2s, whatever it is, understand that we're dealing with genetics, we're dealing with ratios, we're dealing with numbers. It's a numbers game, right? So if I only can have the room to plant 9 or 10 plants, I only got the room to plant 10 plants, it's all good, because I can imagine that 10 to be 1,000 and get the same understanding mathematically. It's the same. The equation, it's all the same. If I can plant 10, I can imagine it's 100. If I can plant 10, I can imagine it's 1,000. If I can plant 100, I can imagine it's 10,000. Right? If I can plant 10,000, I can imagine it's 1,000,000. Mathematically, it's not imagination, it's mathematically. So you do the ratios in your brain using the information. Try to use an even number to make it simple. 10. 10 is a good number. If you got enough room to plant 10, then understand that it's the same as if you planted 1,000. It's just on a smaller scale. Much love, PHX. Thank you, Observer. Good answer for your question. Best time of... Thank you. Listen, thank you. Because that is really just the most... I mean, it is. Like, understand... So, start with the anatomy of the plant. This is why Breeder University is so important. To answer your own question, you would have been able to answer it if you would have understood the basic anatomy of the plant. That's why Observer came with his answer. He says, dude, as long as... Once the bitch shows sexual maturity and it's showing pistils, the pistil's job mainly is to attract pollen. So once you see pistils, start pollinating. Much love, Australia. Cash, what up? Much love, Alex, man. Thank you for rocking with us, man. Okay. I like to see that, Singanic. Yeah, we like to see that. I hope all of y'all are applying for Breeder University. If you want to be an instructor, apply now, so we got time to get you in tomorrow's meeting. I'm looking at all applications tonight. We got a ton of applications from growers, which the application process for students will continue to go over the next 90 days. We're looking to launch orientation within 90 days or less. So my expectation is to launch preferably sooner than that, but giving myself enough time to build a strong curriculum and really go over the applications, because we're not just accepting everybody, right? We want a good environment based on each one teach one. So we're going all over the applications over the tonight and the next couple weeks. So if you want to be a student, apply. If you want to be an instructor, you don't got much time, man. You need to apply. Deadline is tonight. All instructors will be meeting tomorrow to help get the initiative started. We will looking to have orientation, student orientation within 90 days. We want to get everybody on board within 90 days. So if you are an aspiring breeder, this is where you want to be. We're going to have some of the best students of mine personally, as well as other applicant. I got some teachers, instructors that are applying that I've never met before, right? They want to be breeders. This is why it's going to take a little bit of time, because I got to pull them actually for interviews, see what their knowledge is, see how far, how much I have to get involved in order, because just because somebody has knowledge, right? I tell my guys all the time, the hard part is never, as a teacher, the hard part is never teaching the students. The hard part is teaching the students to become teachers, right? So over the next 90 days, we'll be pulling in instructor applications and really seeing how much I have to get involved as far as helping them to become teachers. And I'll be shadowing a lot of the instructors for the first 90 days. So it's going to be a series of developments within 90-day segments, right? The initial launch, 90 days. And the building of the actual foundation should take about 90 days as well. So I'm excited, man. I hope you guys are excited. I hope you guys are applying or have applied. Don't miss the opportunity. If you're a student, you got time. But yeah, your application, depending on the level, I think the top two, it's only 3 tiers. The top 2 tiers come with seeds. The breeding tier and the mycology tier come with seeds, and that's what I'm saying. That's why we teaching content creation, because I'm gonna teach you. If content creation is what you're looking for, I'm gonna teach you how to edit. I got a student that's coming to learn to edit. I'm going to teach you how to build a monetized YouTube channel in our community. I'm going to teach you how to build a monetized cannabis YouTube channel. And with that being said, let me get an ad. Yeah, there are multiple different types of back crosses. So understand that as well. You got a standard back cross, you got a transgression back cross, you got different type of back crosses. And each back cross is a different tool in your toolbox to help you accomplish whatever desired goal you want to accomplish with your strain. Much love, PHX, man. I like how you are really pushing the agenda of education, because I could tell from the conversation that you digging down those rabbit holes and you're looking to learn the right things necessary to really do this the right way. And it's all about QCE. We bring quality to this community through education, so it's still we make an impact as a community. Team Zaza YouTube as a group, Team Zaza, all you guys killing the game. I want to see that Molotov Mac posted up. If you're looking to win, remember, I don't know if y'all remember, if you pre-ordered and you post a picture with the Molotov Mac and tag Molotov Mac page, and you'll be entered in a raffle. You get a free ticket for the raffle for the controller AI. AC Infinity AI 69 controller. Yeah, man. Much love. Keep up the amazing work, PHX. This is the BU Q&A. BU is on the way, man. Join this movement. Become a part of the first ever home grow university, for us, by us. We did that. We built that. First 50 students will receive a founder's badge founders badge, t-shirt type of deal, you know. We'll have custom actual badges made. You dig? We're going to have a real curriculum. We're going to have certificates, right? Real certificates. We're going to have everything in place needed to actually have a real school. But most importantly, most excitingly, we'll have the objective and the goal to move forward and becoming an accredited university one day, right? That's the goal, to actually, as a community, do everything necessary over the years of time that it will take to eventually become a private, accredited university. That's the goal, man. One day. But right now, we just here to teach the people, man. Instagram, if you want a shot at winning the AC Infinity AI controller, Molotov Mac. I think the Instagram page is molotov.mac. Y'all on some ads right now. Much love, man. Shout out to the gang, man. My blunt keep going out, man. I ain't gonna lie. Keep going out. Yeah, vacation was lit, though, man. We went all over. It was the epic road trip. I literally I got home and needed a whole day, the next day, to just recharge. I mean, I was out of it, tired. But it was funny, I couldn't sleep when I got home. You know, my mind is ready to get to it. It's ready to get to business, man. So, ready to build this school. So this is the BU Q&A, man. If you got any questions about Breeder University, if you're looking to become an applicant, the comment is pinned. The application is pinned up top. Make sure you hit that application. Apply for Breeder University if you haven't already applied as an instructor. Tonight is the deadline. Meeting with all instructors tomorrow. And then we'll add more instructors as we go. But initially, I have to be involved a lot with making sure that class is structured right and we building out a good streamlined process for the students. So it's going to take a lot of my hands-on in the beginning. And I can't work but with so many instructors in the beginning at once. You know, my limit was about 10. But thankfully, I got some Team Zaza instructors who know me and it won't require much, a little bit of jumping in and out to make sure the classes are engaging and everything that you look forward to when you think in terms of online education. But even more because with a much more each one teach one student engagement process. So yeah, and other two tiers will receive seeds every couple months or every month, whatever. I gotta figure. You know, we can't grow this stuff every month. So, but the top two tiers will receive seeds. I think every 2 months or every 90 days, whatever it is. I gotta look at the structure, but we'll be working a lot of team projects, a lot of hands-on projects together as we go. I think that's gonna be one of the highlights of Streamer University is the live classes with the instructors and hands-on projects and social experiments and all of these things we know we benefit from in the background with Team Zaza. We'll be able to bring it to the forefront and share on a larger scale. So, I mean, I'm excited, man. I can't wait to really hit the ground
Nice
running.
to meet you. I'm a little Zaza.
There's little Zaza in the background. You're always around, man. Make sure if you're on Twitch, make sure you join the Twitch. Hop in. Feed little Zaza, man. You know, hop in with my boy, man. He gets it in. Y'all want to meet him? Let's see. Let's pull my boy up. He's usually on the gaming scene. There you go. you go. My boy in the corner over there, man. Man, you can feed my boy all that. You feel me? Alright, we're going back, man. We're going back, man. But that's a little Zaza right there. If you want to holler at my boy, feed him. Make sure you, if you're on Twitch, make sure you hop into Twitch, man. Subscribe to the channel. And we got a list of content coming out over the next couple of weeks too, man. So look forward to that. We got some good content coming out. I think tomorrow we're gonna do the video on clones versus clones, but taproot versus clone of a clone. Stop. Taproot versus clone of a clone, man. We're gonna break down the difference. We're gonna break down I think that's a topic that a lot of people overlook, and they really don't understand too much. They don't see the difference, right? They just look at a clone of they just look at a clone like it's just a clone, like whatever. It's all the same, but it's not. Outlaw Nation, what up? S13 Skrilla, what up? Yeah, it's definitely gonna be. It's only one tier, but you'll learn. I cover everything. So and no matter what, whether you feel like you know the basics or you feel like you're gonna learn the basics, we're gonna go over it. We're gonna go over foundation because it's a curriculum, right? So we're gonna go over the entire curriculum. So I'm imagining wherever you feel like you already know, then I'm expecting to see you shine when we go over that stuff, right? When you tell me, hey man, I already know that easy stuff, cool. Alright? And that means when you in class, you're gonna be shining. You're gonna be spazzing out. And I'm gonna be up there hyping you up. Or you'll learn on a one-on-one like mostly everybody else. But we going over the content no matter where you think you at, right? From point A to point B. Yeah, maybe we'll sneak that into the video too, Observer. Maybe we'll sneak that into the video too. We'll do. All right, so I like that, Observer, and I'm gonna shout you out in the video tomorrow. And I would say, you know what, my brother Observer gave me a suggestion to not only break down the difference of taproot versus clone of a clone, but also introduce seed as well, right? Because that's the difference as well. It's all it's a preference, right? When you think in terms of just wanting to grow something, or when you think in terms of breeding tools as well. Why clones are so important in general and understanding them is because it's a huge breeding tool. It's one of the tools that we use that's necessary. We gotta have it. So it's super important. So we're going to go over the basics in Breeding University. We'll go over the basics of growing 101 as well as breeding 101, and we'll go over advanced growing and advanced breeding, and we'll go over expert level stuff as well, reading genetic code and whatever else, splicing plants when you think in terms of cultivation. And then mycology never ends, so looking forward to some real good classes if you join in for mycology. But if you are joining on the breeder level, you are available to also learn content creation and mycology as well. You can join those classes as well. You can add a series of classes. Each student will be able to take a certain amount of classes during a certain amount of time, and the breeder and um, the highest tier is the mentorship, right? The mentorship level and the breeder tier will be able to have the freedom to choose all classes, just a certain amount. Um, and then we'll have the basic tier, which is the look, listen, and learn tier, where you can just come in and you can catch classes as they are available on the public Discord room, and then you just catch them, whatever they are. You just catch them. As you know, you'll be able to get your classes like that as well. You catch them. It'll be, all of this stuff is already in my plan. That's in the background, all structured out. But I believe it's like 3 classes a week, at least 3 classes or more for your free public classes. So don't hold me to it, but something like that. But everything is structured out. Everything is going to be really similar to online university. So yeah, man. Much love, homie Groves. Thank you for joining, man. Upstate New York, man. Much love, man. Upstate. I got some property upstate. Maybe we'll link up together, man. I got some property upstate in the Catskill Mountains, man. Yeah. Much love, Doug. I see you. Minnesota to New York. Yeah, from New York. I guess that is. Pinero. Shout out my brother Pinero, man. I met him, linked up. Met him down there in Orlando. I was down there for my fiance's birthday. And, he got to meet my fiance. Caught us in the arcade. Chilling, vibing. Just came out the restaurant on the resort. Popped into the arcade. My boy pulled right up on me like, "Ah." I'm like, "Oh, what's good, bro?" I was moving so much, man. I wish I would have more time to spend with him, and we didn't get to smoke, man, because it was her birthday, so we was literally, from the time we got there, and it was already a long-ass road trip, so by the time we got there, man, we didn't stop, right? It was just boom, boom, boom. We was just moving from here to there, and we always had something planned, so it was hard for me to actually sit down and kick it with my boy, and when I did have some free time, we was dead-ass tired, like, we was, feel me, like, it was an adventure. It was a hell of a road trip, one to remember for the ages, man. So I had a blast. It was still good to get up with you, though, for sure, Pinero. Yeah, no, we'll be back there next time for sure. That's what I'm saying. We think about getting the timeshare down there, man. Shit, I was even talking about moving down there, maybe. I like it down there. I just like Florida, man. It's just my cup of tea. You in where? West New York? I don't know what that stands for. West New York, maybe. Is that where like the state fair is at? What's that shit on TV? They used to be like, I forget the name of that shit. I feel like I'm gonna be up really late tonight, so I'm gonna go over some applications tonight, man. Make sure you got your applications in, man. It's always good rocking with y'all, man. Make sure you catch this week's episode of QCE the podcast. I'll be there. I heard 703 been holding it down. He been holding it down? Excuse me, 703 been holding it down? Shout out to Syracuse, man.
ZZZZ.
Shout out to Rochester. I got homies in Rochester. Shout out to Rochester. Call that shit the Rock. Yeah, shout out to the Rock, man. And where you from everywhere, ain't you? You shouting out all the places. Buffalo. I was just in Buffalo. That's what's up, Observer. Yeah, man, y'all gotta hold it down. Y'all the gang, man. We got a lot of stuff we building. So a lot of times I might not be able to be there because I'm working on other stuff. That's why people get it off. People get it twisted usually, right? They don't understand me, right? So as me as a leader, as a person, my goals, my ambitions. So from somebody else, right? Like the average person, if you see the things that I'm into, right? All of these things, then you say, damn, that's just too much. Like, right? Because you, first of all, you can't imagine. Most people don't work like that, right? But you're like, damn, it's too much. You got your hands in too much. You can't do all that at once. What they like to say, the master of many, or the person of many crafts is a master of none, something like that. See, that's not the case for me, because my intention is never to master any of these things, right? Because ultimately, my ability already has the master. The objective is to always alley-oop to my brothers so they can do their thing, and then I can move us on to the bigger or the next thing or the more important thing. Or as long as you can handle that, then I can go keep us going. But no, I'm not the guy that's meant to be in one spot and do one thing. No, I have God-given talents that give me the ability to do what's needed to get done, and then passed off to my bro so that they can continue it on. And then I can move on to build and continue to build this empire that we, and that's really what it always is, man. So a lot of people tend to get that misunderstood because they don't know me, they don't really understand the mission, and they don't understand the capabilities, really. Um, we just got to get it done because that's part of the journey. It's part of the blueprint. 703, he loves to have that podcast. He loves it. He loves going to do that. For me, it's work. It's not. I told him that too. Because he always be like, "Yo, Zah, ain't you ready, man? Ain't you excited?" And I'm like, "No," but I'm so grateful that you are, because my plan is working. It's working out exactly how it needs to work. And the fact that this is something you love to do is meant for you. It was always meant for you, right? So keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep being great at it. And one day, if you continue to be consistent, you'll reap the benefits, and it'll pay you back. But if you love to do it, you won't even know. You'll do 100 episodes and won't even notice it. For me, it's always getting up and going to work, right? Overall, what I love is to see exactly that. To see that I can put him in position to do something that he loves. So for me, that's like what I love. So that's what I have to continue doing. When I see Goldbeard loves to be a grower and a breeder and all of this shit, and I can put him in a position to do it, it's like that's what I love. And I could, what I love is hire, teach, motivate, train. I'm a trainer. I'm a teacher. That's what I love to do. That's what I am at heart. That's what I love. So it's always something in business. I do love business too. Um, when a good plan works out, yeah. Let's see. You going to Hemp Fest July 11th at the Res? I don't know what the Res is. Let me know where that's at. Smoking Joe's. I never heard of that either. I'm there. When you see me, let me know it's you. Hey man, just hit each other on Instagram or something. And like, you see me, let me know it's you. I might pop off. Yeah, them joints be weird, man. Them joints be weird, man. You gotta be careful, man. People be wanting to get clout and shit. When you see me, let me know. Exactly. Observe a good way to not be stagnant. Teach people how to carry a thing and then move on to teaching others to carry another. Exactly. That's what it always. That's what my passion is. That's what makes me happy inside to see. And then one day when we are financially free to put people in positions to actually make money, that'll be so satisfying to be able to create opportunities for people and put them in position and create jobs, and that's what ultimately what I want. So that's what we're working on. And much love, my brother from another. Team Zaza, one of Team Zaza's finest, man. You ain't late, man. Better late than never. Let's say that. We was gonna close it out, but share the live, man. We got 30 people in here. Share the live, man. Now that we got all the Molotov Mac for the most part, 97% shipped out. Other people is international. My 2 internationals that was waiting. One international that was waiting on some other stuff from Goldbeard, and then a couple Team Zaza members that didn't order through the website. So Panero and there's a couple of them. But that's it. That's it. They'll get their packages this week. Yeah, Team Zaza strong. We got we used to be a whole bunch of members, but it was much harder to get everybody to, feel as though, work as family together. And now it's more of a family environment. It's a much smaller group, but it's a family environment. So if you feel like you want to be a part of Team Zaza, you fit well in that group. We are rebuilding the group. We do want to get people in a much closer knit environment in preparation for Breeder University. So especially if you're in Breeder University, you need to tap in, join Team Zaza on Instagram. We'll put you in the back channel. I'm creating a new thread now specifically for Breeder University. So we want everybody to join up, man. Make sure you apply, man. And if y'all don't got any more questions about the school, because that's what I'm here today for, just to answer any questions about the school. We'll get back to regular programming tomorrow. I'll have a YouTube video for y'all tomorrow. Clones. Motherfucker. I'm about to beat this dog's ass. Dude. I'm gonna catch y'all tomorrow, man. Much love.